everybody, I'm Dawn Reed, and tonight on Sugar Global Interviews, I'd like to introduce you to a band that likes to fuse American indie rock with Kenyan Banga rock. This is Extra Golden.
I'm Alex Minoff. I play guitar and I also do some singing.
I'm Kim Polo Nyago. I sing in Extra Golden and I'm from Kenya.
So how did y'all come together to form Extra Golden? I know you're from different places.
Well, Ian Eagleson, the other guitarist in the group, has been studying Banga music in Kenya for about 10 or 15 years. So he was living there. He'd been there a bunch of times. He was living there for about a year in 2004. And he and I have played music together for a really long time. So I went to visit him while he was there, and we were working on some songs that he and I had been writing together. He was working with Kim Paul's brother, Otieno Jagwasi. So he was just kind of hanging around a lot, and he started putting some ideas into the songs that Ian and I were writing. And then we started working with some of his songs, trying to put our own ideas in them. It worked out pretty well, so we decided before I left that we should try and record it to make a document of it. And so we went down to a restaurant, nightclub, where his band was playing, and we set up in the afternoon and just recorded the songs really quickly, and then that was the beginning.
Can you describe what exactly is Banga rock?
With the Banga, I think they're different, but they are having one thing in common. Because like the tempo of Banga and the tempo of rock is one, because even they share some chords, but the difference is how we play. Banga, the vocal will be like 2 or 3 people, but mostly in rock, only one person is singing. Right. So I think that is the difference.
Okay. What does Banga mean?
The meaning of Banga is like something nice.
What are your influences, if you have any?
Well, one big influence is Banga music.
Yeah, really?
That's a big part of it, and then also other styles of African music, especially the guitar playing. That's something that Ian and I have been interested in for a long time. You know, growing up in America, he and I also have a lot of, we grew up with, you know, rock and soul and R&B and things like that, so those influences also creep into our music as well.
What message do you hope to get to the audience through your music?
The message that we can give to the audience, I think the audience is supposed to give a message to us by how they react. I feel that the audience have to tell us the message, okay, this thing is good or it's bad. We are expecting that from the audience.
Off your latest release, Thank You Very Quickly, there's a song on it that I really like. It's called Ukimwi. What does that mean? And is there, what's the song about?
So the song is talking about the disaster that is like sweeping the world, and the word Ukimwi means AIDS. I think we share an idea with him because there was a day that we were like watching TV, we were like looking at some orphans that their parents have died through AIDS.
Yeah.
So, and it's something which I cannot even tell anybody about it because everyone understands it. So the song is talking about how dangerous AIDS is. So everyone has to be very careful because all the time where you are, you have to be very careful, and you have to know that that disease is there and it is really dangerous and it is killing everywhere in the world.
Off your previous release, prior to this recent one, was it Haramanono? Song Obama. Is there a story behind that song?
We had recorded our first album in 2004, and we never really had the idea that we were going to be playing shows or anything. And then when the album was released in 2006, we got an offer to perform in Chicago for the Chicago World Music Festival. It took us a really long time to get passports and visas together for the Kenyan guys, and time was just running out. So I called then Senator Obama's office in Illinois because the festival was in Chicago. Within a day, we had a letter from him to Homeland Security recommending that they approve our visas. And then after the visas were approved, then his office continued to work with us, helping us to get the necessary interviews and just finish the paperwork and everything that needed to happen. Otherwise, we definitely wouldn't have had enough time. So without him in his office, we definitely would not probably be here right now.
Wow.
So we wrote a song saying, thanks.
That's cool.
We're Extra Golden, and you are watching Strictly Global.